I got my dad detained by the police when I was 3 years old.
You're not my dad!
The shopping mall near the house I grew up in used to have a small play area, right in the center. While my mom shopped, my dad and I would wait there. We had a game. He would read a book, and I would walk around the outskirts of the play area a few times before walking up to him and telling him that I'm lost and need to find my dad. He would give me directions, silly directions, that I had to cross the Rainbow Bridge, follow the yellow brick road through the forest, but to avoid the candy house as a witch lived inside. Things like that. So I'd circle around the play area a few more times and then walk up to him again, saying that I'm lost. This time, though, he'd pretend to be a witch or monster and try to lure me into his lair. I'd say, "You're not my daddy," and run away around the play area again before coming up to him and saying, "Daddy, I found you." Well, one of the times that we were playing, he realized that I hadn't come around for a second time and got up to look for me. He said that he saw me on the opposite side of the mall, walking towards a store. He made his way towards me and got there just in time to see that I'd stopped an older woman, late 60s, and heard me tell her that I'm lost and need to find my dad. She, of course, was very concerned and took me by the hand. He said, "Alice, what are you doing? Come on, come back to the play area." And without skipping a beat, I apparently looked right at him and said, "You're not my daddy." This poor woman went into major protection mode and physically got in between my dad and I. The lady ended up calling mall security, who ended up calling the police. It wasn't until my mom came and told them that he is in fact my father that they let him go. Later on, she asked him why he hadn't just showed them all of the photos of us in his wallet. I guess that he panicked in the moment and didn't think about it. I have no memory of that day, but I've heard the story more times than I can count. Luckily, we all look back on it thinking that it's funny rather than awful.